وسلم سليما كثيرا وبعد. Inshallah, it will be the last khatir about the fiqh of the new Muslim. And tonight, there are other topics, but some of them, they are irrelevant and so on. That's why I didn't touch upon them. But if anybody has question, we can answer them, inshallah. But tonight, we're going to talking about changing the names. Does the new Muslim has to change his name or her name? That is a question, because sometimes we need to understand this. So the issue of the name, it falls under three categories. Either the name contradicts with the Islamic faith. And like somebody, his name is what? No, Jesus is okay. Abdu Jesus, slave of Jesus, Abdu al-Masih. That is wrong, haram. This one, he has to change this name. Because we are slave to Allah. And the Prophet ﷺ, he said the best names are Abdullah wa Abdul Rahman. Subhanallah. Who can bring me the verse that talk about these two names? Yallah, ya Adam. When? When al-Huffaz? Takbir. قل ادعوا الله أو ادعوا الرحمن. Which surah? صاد الإسراء. MashaAllah. $10 ya. MashaAllah. That is how you sharpen your memorization. You see? قل ادعوا الله أو ادعوا الرحمن أيما تدعوا فله الأسماء الحسنى. MashaAllah. So if somebody has any name like this, it's wrong. What about other names that Muslim uses, unfortunately? Like what? Abdul Nabi. Abdul Nabi. This name is famous in some places. The slave of the Prophet. Or Abdul Zahra. All these are haram names. So that is the first one. And number two, if the name carry a negative connotation, it's you have to change it. Or at least highly recommended to change. Like somebody came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he said, "What's your name?" He said, "Sa'ab." And what does it mean, Sa'ab? Hard. He said, "No, you are Sahl." And Sahl mean easy going. The man, he said, "No, I'm not going to change my name." He said, "Okay." Because it doesn't contradict with the Aqidah. This person, he says, "Subhanallah, I wish I took the advice of the Prophet." Because this attribute stayed with us in the family. We are not easygoing people. The other one, which is permissible, for everybody to change the name. Anytime you want, you can change it. Even if it doesn't contradict and so on. That's why when 9/11 happened, we gave the fatwa. I don't know if I say that. My son, he refused. Some of them, their name is Usama. And at that time, you are at Walmart and you're going to call him. You call Usama, people. So sometimes if it doesn't benefit you or it harms your life or something, you can change the name. And also for newborn, we need to choose a name that your child will not suffer at school because they don't know how to pronounce it. Yani try to avoid the names that has the letters of the throat. How many letters of the throat? 6, mashallah. If you didn't answer this one, both of you, you will not be in my lesson anymore. يعني, ha. Yeah, because this, they are not going to able to pronounce it. So you choose this name. And sometimes I did with a lot of people, even, I still remember Brother Sohaib, and he said he wants Sohaib. I said, "Akhi, keep William, we'll like it." Yeah, because it's good for your family, for this, for that. And if somebody wants to change to the Sahaba, this is great, because if you change a name to a Sahabi, a companion, you're going to study their life and you're going to try to mimic them and imitate them, inshallah. So among the names that the Prophet ﷺ changed somebody his name, Shihab, is negative connotation. Then the prophets called him Hisham. Look, subhanallah. And by the way, the names are very important on the psyche of the child. So try to, subhanallah, you know, in the time of the French colonization and so on, and people, they were illiterate. And you go at that time to register your son or whatever and so on. They make fun of you and they give you a name that's whatever, because people are illiterate, they accept that. I still remember one person, his last name is Himar, donkey. And by the way, here, before I go to the names, something very important I was going to keep into the last, but let me say it here before somebody leaves. You change the first name. Last name, you cannot change it, even if it's contradicts with Islam. So remember this. A last name, no. Why? The lineage is going to have impact on the lineage. That's why, let me poke you. If your wife is taking your last name, this is haram. She doesn't belong to you. And the Prophet ﷺ, when he married Khadija, all of us, we know her name is what? Khadija bint Khuwaylid, not Khadija Muhammad or Aisha Muhammad. So don't do that. And you can change it, by the way. It may cost you $500, but it's worth it because you made a mistake. You don't. So the first name, yes, but the last name, no, because it's the lineage. That's why we have some Sahaba, their last name, it contradicts Islam, but the Prophet didn't change it because of the lineage. Everybody should know who's the father and who's the grandfather and so on. The other name that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam changed is Juthama. And this Juthama, subhanallah, an old woman. And she came to visit the Prophet ﷺ in the house, and Aisha was there. And he said, what's your name? He said, Juthama. He said, no, you are Hassana. Yani, mashallah, look this name he gave her. And he started asking about her, how are you doing? How is everything? And so on. And Aisha, she was wondering. When the woman left, she asked the Prophet, why you are doing this with her? Said, because she used to come visit us in the time of Khadija. And the Prophet ﷺ, look, subhanallah, this loyalty and appreciate this long time ago. And also, the Prophet ﷺ, he changed the name Asiya. Imagine Asiya. What does it mean, Asiya? Disobedient. And sometimes parents get upset and they give these names, by the way. One brother, he told me since he was little, his father always called him Hayawan. Animal. Ya Hayawan. And you are expecting from this child to be something and to take care of you and obey you? No, no. Yani name them with the best name and call them with the best name, because psychologically it has a great, great impact on the child. The other one is Juwaira. Her name was what? Barra. And what does it mean, Barra? Min al-bir, huh? Min al-bir, yeah, from bir, which is righteousness. So like the person is praising himself or herself. And the Prophet, he doesn't like that. And he called her Juwaira. So that is what's pertaining to the names. But please, if somebody has a name that does not contradict, don't tell them to change it. No, just said we need it. Because Islam doesn't come to change the culture or the clothes or this or that. Otherwise, it's not universal anyway. One time somebody said, Akhi, we need to wear Islamic clothes. I said, what is Islamic clothes? And he said, the taub. You know the taub? I said, brother, look at the tag. Made in China. I said, and who told you? A clothes is everything that fits the requirements of Islam. They are not loose. They are not tight. You cannot see through. It's not from silk. It's not a clothes of fame. And people, subhanallah. So the Muslim clothes is what? All the clothes that exist in the Islamic world. They are yours. You can claim them. You wear whatever you want as long as it fits Islam. Otherwise, Islam is not universal anymore. He's going to take this and that. That's why, subhanAllah, Islam went everywhere. They didn't change the culture of the people unless the culture contradicts with Islam. And Islam went to India and people eat hot food, spicy food. He didn't tell them no Islamic food, not to. And you go to North Africa, it's different. You go to America, it's different, and so on. So please pay attention. So the name is the same. If the person has a name, that mashallah, Michael, whatever, it's good. Or William, or whatever. Leave it because it will help him or her to introduce Islam and so on. And people, they can see the universality of Islam in practice. So inshallah, we are done with this. Any question about the names? Yes. A Christian, the first name is Christian? No, he should change it. Yeah. Because he left Christianity, why he wants to stay with that? Yeah. Khalas? Christine? La, Christa is different than Christian. Yeah. Chris, I think, is something else. Yeah. Huh? If it's short, they should change it. Anything, subhanallah, you can tell. Anything that really can be misused, be misunderstood, and so on. Look, the Quran, he teaches us that. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقولوا وقولوا انظرنا. Do not say راعنا, but say انظرنا. راعنا and انظرنا in Arabic language are the same. But because راعنا can be misused by the enemies of Islam, because they try to twist it, and it comes from الرعونة. الرعونة is somebody who's an evil person and so on. So they used to come and tell the Prophet ﷺ this. So Allah forbade the Muslim to say ra'ina. When they talk to the Prophet, they will say unzurna. But when you go to Arabic language, ra'ina and unzurna is the same. So always we try, inshallah, to get the best from everybody to serve this deen, inshallah. Because sometimes, as I said, the family, that things can make a huge impact. Oh, you don't have to change your name. No, I don't have to. Or no, I don't have, or I do, or this, or that. No. Khalas? Yes?
What about people that change both, like Muhammad Ali?
What do you mean?
Like, changed his first and his last name.
No, last name cannot be changed. Muhammad Ali, I think sometimes is one name. It's one name. Or sometimes people might choose middle name, but the last name cannot be changed. Yeah, because it's going to make a huge problem in the lineage. And because now we have two harms, so we take the less, which is keeping the name, the last name. But Muhammad Ali is one name.
I don't think he changed his last name. He stayed Klai.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Muhammad Ali Klai. Yeah, he didn't change the last name, yeah. No. Khalas? Yes, Habibi. Yes, yes. We will fit it in the topic. It's better for the sister to pray at home. Okay. The question for sister to pray in jama'ah or at home. The Prophet ﷺ, subhanallah, this praying, it's for the woman at home. It's very, very, mashallah, in Islam. A woman came to the Prophet ﷺ, I forget her name, and the hadith is authentic hadith. She said, Ya Rasulullah, I love to pray with you in the masjid. The Prophet ﷺ, what did he say? He said, I know that. I know that you love to pray with me in the masjid. وَصَلَاتُكِ فِي بَيْتِكِ خَيْرٌ مِّن صَلَاةِ فِي الْمَسْجِدِ مَعِي وَصَلَاتُكِ فِي حُجْرَتُكِ خَيْرٌ مِّن صَلَاتُكِ مَعِي وَصَلَاتُكِ فِي دَارِكِ خَيْرٌ مِّن صَلَاةٍ مَعِي وَصَلَاتُكِ فِي مَسْجِدِ قَوْمِكِ خَيْرٌ مِّن صَلَاةٍ مَعِي. So the Prophet ﷺ, look what he said, 5 things. He said the best place for a woman to pray is al-bayt, baytuki. What does it mean baytuki? A room. The bedroom, huh? Al-bayt, because he said al-hujra. Hujra is the room. So what does it mean al-bayt? No. Al-bayt in this hadith is close to the bed. That area close to the bed, that is the best place. So how Prophet ﷺ is telling her that, mashallah. Then he said, if you cannot that, in your bedroom. If you cannot, ad-dar. Ad-dar is like, what you call it? When you enter a house, and sometimes people might have some, something like this. Then he told her, if you pray in the masjid of your people that is close to you, it's better. And why the Prophet is doing this and so on. And he told her, it's better for you. So if the sister is looking for the reward, that's what matters. If, like what happened today, no, why the man pray? Ya akhi, leave the man alone. And you are looking for, or vice versa. And you are looking for the reward. The Prophet is giving you more reward, better reward. Because of the responsibilities. The responsibilities. But if the woman wants to come, nobody should stop her, by the way. It's her right, as long as, because as I said, sometimes it might affect some responsibilities and this and that and so on. Otherwise, if she decided to come, nobody can stop her. Yeah. And one time, I think the son of Abdullah ibn Umar, Abdullah ibn Umar mentioned the hadith of the Prophet, do not prevent the woman from coming to masjid. He said, well, they are this and that and that, and you try to, you know what he told him? I told you Rasulullah said, and you are telling me this? Wallah, I will not talk to you anymore. Look how these people, they were serious. He said, you know better than the Prophet? The Prophet, he said, if they want, do not prevent her. And you are trying to tell me, unless there is a reason, valid reason, and sometimes somebody might come almost not covered and so on. In this case, we are not stopping the woman, we are stopping the behavior that please. Now, did I answer the question? Yeah.
How about if your culture doesn't care about, you don't have any last name in your culture and you don't keep up with your labels? Like back home, we don't use last name. We use single name.
No, in the passport you have to have last name.
Indonesian passport, no, one single name.
MashaAllah.
You said double. Like if it's your name is Ali and then it's Ali, but it's only single name.
Which country?
Indonesia.
Let's go to Indonesia.
No last name. We don't have the culture of last name.
But when you come to America, they don't ask about last name?
Well, I'm a generation that comes because my dad is from here, so I get last name. But a lot of my friends growing up, none of them has last name. Like his name is Amin, that's it.
No, but the last name will be the name of the father. Yeah. That's why I have sometimes some sisters, mashallah, they get excited and they said, I wish my name is Sumayya bintu Abdeljalil, like the Sahaba. Because this last name, they are really bad names. And the French colony and the British colony did this, and especially the French. Most of the names that we have, the last names, are assigned by these people just to make you down and mock you. Subhanallah. But imagine Yusuf. لا انسى تلمس. Yusuf, Hani. Oh, how beautiful is that? The father, he will feel, mashallah, every day, Yusuf Hani, Ahmed Hani, Ibrahim. لا, Ibrahim. Huh? Khalil. You forget the name of your father, and you forget even your name. What's your name? Ibrahim Aziz. Yunus Muhammad. You see how beautiful. Let's do it at least in the masjid. I'm going to call you from nowadays Yusuf Hani. Okay? Omar Abdullah. Yusuf Rashad. أرشد ما شاء الله خلاص. حمزة ها حمزة هاني ما شاء الله تكبير. صبحي ها صبحي ماهر ما شاء الله. Yeah. Okay. What is your dad? Did he say the name correct? Okay, that's good. يلا